today on Florida Sport Fishing.
All right, that is a good fish. Oh yeah. Picked another nice king here. Look at that mouth, dude.
Oh yeah, come on baby.
Nice fish.
Look at that.
I don't even know what this is. Maybe it is a blackfin, dude. Get a gaff. Nice blackfin, okay?
Got him. Ho-ho, what on?
SeaVee Boats presents Florida Sport Fishing, television for the avid angler. Powered by Mercury Marine.
There's a sailfish, already got a bite. Ridiculous.
Another one on, another one on. Ugh. Woo! Nice, that's what it's all about right there. Yeah. Oh, look at that, look at that.
Florida Sport Fishing utilizes and proudly endorses Ghost, the global leader in boat security, monitoring, tracking, and surveillance. VMC. Tired of missed strikes? Fish the hooks the pros fish. Fish VMC. Fortress. The world's best anchor. Stronger, faster, lighter. Motor Guide. The most dependable trolling motors on the water. And Stingray Tackle. Shop where the pros shop. Shop at stingraytackle.com.
Hi guys, and welcome to Florida Sport Fishing TV. On this episode, I wanted to talk to you a little bit about tournament fishing and what we do to prepare in order to maximize our time on the water. Unlike a lot of the sailfish tournaments that are held throughout South Florida over the winter time that are all catch and release, during the summer and fall, there's a lot of catch and kill tournaments, meat fishing tournaments, where teams can weigh in a cumulative weight of dolphin, kingfish, wahoo, and cobia, so strategy plays a big role. So it all starts with a really good game plan. You absolutely have to have a game plan. You can't head off on tournament day blindly, not knowing where you're gonna go or what you're gonna do. In addition, you need to really have a great crew in order to be competitive. Some of the best teams head out with up to 8 guys on their boat. And while your plans may change depending on the conditions that you encounter on tournament day, everybody still needs to work together like a well-oiled machine. Boat prep is next. You've got to make sure your boat is in perfect running condition from bow to stern. Check the engines, check all the live well pumps, make sure everything's ready to go. The last thing you want to deal with is an avoidable mechanical situation that you could have taken care of well before tournament day. So double check everything. Fuel, you've got to have enough fuel. You never know when you're going to need to run 50 miles in either direction. You may be faced with adverse conditions. The morning may start flat calm, but by the end of the day, you may be in 5 to 7 foot seas, and that requires more fuel. So make sure that you've got enough for anything that may happen. Ice, you need to have plenty of ice. During the blistering heat of the summer and the fall, you know, fish lose a lot of weight, and 1 ounce can make the difference between winning and losing. I can't tell you how important it is to make sure that you're properly prepared with enough gear. Weeks prior to the event, we're respooling all of our reels with fresh diamond monofilament. We're double checking our drag systems, our guides for any nicks or anything that could cause us harm on tournament day. You've got to be ready. We've got plenty of extra rigs tied well in advance. The last thing that you want to do is have to re-rig a rod or tie a new rig during a hot bite and miss an exceptional opportunity at a big fish. So make sure that you're really prepared. Downriggers, kites, kite fishing is absolutely essential in these meat fishing tournaments. You'll see the top boats flying 2 and 3 kites all day long. That means you need to have a variety of kites for different wind conditions. A helium system is absolutely essential. You may need those helium balloons if you have no wind at all, so that's really a key. And finally, make sure you have backups for everything. Extra kites, an extra gaff, an extra bait net, kite clips, all of these little things you don't think too much about individually, but combined can make all of the difference in the world. Because if there's one thing you can count on tournament day, it's expect the unexpected.
Oh yeah, come on baby.
Nice fish.
Mike just got cut off.
Yep.
And I think that maybe the same fish, I just took it. So he's 10, 15 pounds. He's decent. think he just felt the hooks. I see color.
Got him. Woo, he's leading like a pig. Decent king, skied on a kite bait. There we go. He's about 18, 19.
Yeah, he's a good one.
Dude, he's long. Look at that. Look at the teeth on that thing.
The Mercury Verado, outstanding corrosion protection, proven reliability.
Yeah.
And it comes with all this. Meet Tom from customer support.
Whoa.
He's a hugger.
Not really into that, Tom. Thank you.
This is Nick from field testing, runs these babies thousands of hours.
They're solid. Nick?
This is Cheryl and Bobby, our prop engineer. He turns horsepower into performance. Oh, and the rest of the gang's here.
It's good to have Mercury behind you. Meet the rest of the team at mercurymarine.com.
Tom.
The hugger.
The secret's out. Start with brine and bite, the only brine that infuses proven bite stimulants into any rigged bait. Procure badass bait dyes are next, and bring ballyhoo to life with vibrant fluorescent colors. Seal the deal with Procure's new Bloody Tuna Oil and watch your catch ratio soar. Inshore and offshore, Procure bait scents and badass bait dyes keep you hooked up. Find Procure at your favorite dealer or call 800-PROCURE for a free catalog.
Looking for an elegant showpiece for your home, business, or yacht? Crystal Glass Company creates exquisite fine art glass for homes, restaurants, and luxury yachts. Dazzle guests with incomparable quality and detail, etched, carved, or painted on glass or mirror. Add LED lights for a stunning result. Design a custom piece to commemorate a trophy catch, or let our artist handcraft a piece of fine art glass just for you. Visit crystalglasscompany.com and prepare to be inspired.
Chaos is tragic. Chaos can be awesome.
Yo, another one on, another one on! 3 on, baby!
With Chaos Fishing, it's your rod, your way. Quality components and personalized service from a legendary builder equal the right rod at the right price every time. Shop online for a complete selection of serious fishing equipment. Or visit Chaos's new superstore and receive a free t-shirt with every rod purchase. Chaos Fishing, gear matters.
Hi, and welcome back to Florida Sport Fishing TV. We're out here today talking a little bit about tournament fishing and how we prepare to fish some of these meat fish tournaments down here in South Florida during the summer and fall season. We've talked about the boat, we've talked about a great crew, we've talked about the tackle and the gear and how important all of these things are. However, if at all possible, you need to get out there and do a little bit of pre-fishing prior to the event so you can figure out what areas are hot and what areas are not. Jump aboard and watch how we do it.
You out? Awesome. Nice work. Nice work. Thank you, sir. Thank you. All right. We got a little bit of a mess going there. Couple bites right off the bat. Mike just got railed on his long bait after this one got hit, so I don't even know what this is. Maybe it is a blackfin, dude. Get a gaff. Nice blackfin, okay?
Chunky monkey. Got him, there we go. Nice little 10, 15 pound blackfin. Dude, that's all you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Pros Tip, presented by Pelagic High Performance Offshore Gear, official apparel of Florida Sport Fishing TV.
So the first thing we're gonna do is put our first line in the first kite clip. Let that baby fly. We've got the reel in free spool with the clicker on. We're gonna get all the way up to our second clip. And we're gonna take our second line. Again, the reel's in free spool with the clicker on. We've got the rig still attached to the rod. Let that sucker fly. So you can see our lines are going up to the release clips and back to the rod. We have not put a bait out yet. We get to our third line, free spool. Okay, so our 3 kite lines are going up to the release clips and back to the rod. We haven't put a bait out yet. We hook them right up in the shoulder, because again, we're dangling them from a kite. We put the stinger right by his tail, just like that, and just let him rip. And automatically he'll go right out there. All we gotta do is just reel up a little bit of slack, and he will swim exactly where we need him to. Same thing, right up in the shoulder, stinger, let him fly. Just bring up a little bit of that slack, right in the shoulder, and you get out there. Free spool, free spool, free spool, and now we let him rip. Let the kite rip, take all 3 baits out at one time. And once you've got them far enough away from the boat, lock them up. Now all you gotta do is just keep an eye on your baits to make sure that they're not flying out of the water. It's that simple. We're in 105.
Still plenty of water.
Yep. Got him, there we go. Another nice king. Yeah, oh, he's got some weight, dude. He's another one in the teens. Not huge, but you know what? Weigher fish. There we go. Right there, baby. Good job, Carlos, good job. High-performance hulls designed for speed, comfort, and durability. Custom features and accessories designed for every taste. A brilliantly engineered machine designed to catch more fish. Presenting the remarkable lineup from SeaVee Boats.
Secure any size boat simply and safely with a self-adjusting Tide Slide mooring system. Tide Slide's vertical movement absorbs any motion and allows your boat to be securely held in place while the wind, waves, and tide do their thing. Easy to install, maintenance-free, and hurricane-proven. Take the guesswork out of conventional tie-ups and eliminate slack lines forever. Tide Slide. Safe, simple, and secure.
Tired of empty coolers? Book an overnight trip aboard the 100-foot Yankee Captains to the world-famous dry Tortugas and catch trophy snapper, grouper, king mackerel, and more. Fishing these rich waters for 25 years, let Captain Greg Mercurio and his dedicated crew put you on a hot bite. Fish around the clock or relax on the spacious upper deck. With full galley and huge fish boxes, the only thing you'll need to bring is your appetite for action. Now sailing from Key West, Florida, year-round. Introducing SeaDeck, a shock-absorbent, non-skid material manufactured from UV-protected foam specifically formulated for marine applications. SeaDeck's comfortable and durable surface protects your deck, reduces noise, and improves the look and value of any boat. Available in a range of colors, SeaDeck is fully customizable and easy to apply with a marine-grade peel and stick adhesive. Visit SeaDeck.com for a complete line of retail products. Surprisingly affordable, incredibly versatile.
We're out talking about tournament fishing and how important it is to be ready well in advance of these events. And you know, regardless if you're fishing for cobia, king mackerel, tuna, wahoo, dolphin, sailfish, or any other species, success on the water is all about location. When we're heading out of the inlet to fish these events, you know, we take a lot of different factors into consideration. We monitor fishing reports well in advance of tournament day, weather patterns. We're looking for optimum water color. You know, generally that cobalt blue water is where we're gonna find our dolphin and potentially wahoo and blackfins, whereas the king mackerel are a little bit more keen on that greenish colored water. So you really have to pay attention to what's actually happening around you. Current, wind, structure, depth, all of these factors are really, really important. The top crews are not afraid to run 50 miles in either direction, maybe even more, just to find these conditions, because they know if they can get set up in the right place, the action can be absolutely fantastic. Way up there. Still going?
Good one, yeah, it's a good fish.
Nice job, dude. It's so important to fish these baits all around the boat. You know, you never know which one's gonna get crushed. This has been a good drift. We've had a few good king bites.
Killer drift.
Missed the dolphin that came up and crushed the kite bait. The one small blackfin, maybe 10, 12 pounds. Looks like this might be another kingfish here. There's a little bit of current right offshore of us here, and they're like right on the edge of that current break. Looks like a nice king. Decent king. He's in the teens. These fish aren't huge, but they're certainly not rats. Ooh, little deep, no, little deep. All right, that's a good, dude, that's a good fish right there. That is a good fish. Oh yeah. Oh, dude, that's a decent fish right there. So we just picked another nice king here. And that's what we're looking for, fish in the 20s, 30s, hopefully even in the 40s. This one's got some shoulders, nice and long. I mean, look at that mouth, dude. Look at that. We're fishing not too kinky titanium wire, and I think you can see why. If we were not fishing wire, that thing would chop you off, and once that thing would chop your hand off.
Mr. Nasty.
Dude, Mr. Nasty is right. I mean, look at them teeth. That's what I love about kingfish. They're such modified killing machines. Awesome.
Rigging Station, presented by Diamond Fishing Products, makers of the finest monofilament and braided fishing line in the world.
Hi guys, welcome to this episode's Rigging Station. I wanted to take a minute to talk to you about the exact rigs that we're fishing when we're out here tournament fishing. We primarily fish two different types of rigs, but they all start the same way. 7-foot Chaos composite rod rated for 15 to 30 pound line, just an absolutely perfect stick for this type of fishing. Rod is matched to a Daiwa Salty size 50 reel loaded with fresh 30-pound diamond monofilament. Perfect combination for the whole wide array of species that we're targeting. From there, what we do is take our main running line and we'll double up about a 6-foot section. You can use a bimini twist or your favorite knot to create a double line about 6 feet long. From there, I use a small Albright knot, a really streamlined profile Albright knot, and we tie on 6 to 8 foot a 40-pound diamond presentation fluorocarbon. That fluorocarbon is really abrasion resistant. More importantly, very, very little visibility in the water. Really important. From there, we either are finishing off our rig one of two ways. If we're targeting the king mackerel and the wahoo, the toothy critters, then we tie on a titanium leader with a stinger rig. It's about 18 to 24 inches of titanium wire. 45 pound is absolutely perfect. You could even go down to 35 pound, but nothing lighter than that. We don't use any knots in our titanium. We use tiny little crimps with small loops. The main part of that titanium goes to a 7.0 VMC live bait hook. And from there, we've got just a short stinger, and that goes to a number 2 VMC 4X treble hook. You've got to use that 4X VMC treble, really strong, and you don't want those little hooks to bend, because a lot of times you'll have those big kingfish hooked just on that small stinger rig. Now, as the day progresses, if we want to switch off the blackfin tuna fishing and get rid of all of the wire, all we do is simply cut off the leader right at the connection where it connects to the fluorocarbon and tie on a 6.0 VMC live bait tuna hook. It's that simple. You literally can switch off from one to the other in a second. And remember, stay away from all of that hardware. When we're kite fishing, you know, we've really reached a point to where we're avoiding all of those floats, we're avoiding those little sinkers. Any of that extra terminal gear just creates too much drag and stress on your live baits. Keep it subtle, keep it simple, and keep it stealthy.
Are you ready to get hooked up? Florida Sport Fishing is the #1 resource for the latest tips, tricks, tactics, and techniques for inshore and offshore. Each issue is jam-packed with useful articles, easy-to-follow illustrations, and award-winning photography. Only $30 for 2 years. For immediate home delivery, visit floridasportfishing.com/TV. Subscribe today and receive a free shirt and Florida Sport Fishing Hoorag.
What if navigating was as simple as touch and go? It is that simple. The world's first multi-touch MFD chart plotter, Navnet TZ Touch.
Are you afraid of swirling, burning, or scratching your finish with a power buffer? Want to restore that showroom shine to your car, boat, or RV? Introducing Surehold's award-winning dual action polisher. Right out of the box, you'll polish like a pro. Traditional buffers spin on one axis, while Surehold's dual action polisher oscillates in a varying orbit across 2 axes, protecting your finish while providing a professional shine every time. For a dealer near you or to buy online, visit Surehold.com.
Florida Sport Fishing has been proudly presented by Hooker Electric, the ultimate fishing reel. Tropic Trailer, Florida's largest dealer, has the right trailer at the right price. Fishity, the maps to plan, the tools to catch, the option to brag. Ocean LED, the only choice in underwater lighting. And Frigid Rigid, from 35 to 300 quarts, the finest coolers and freezers on the water.
We're talking a little bit about tournament fishing, these meat fish events with cobia, kingfish, wahoo, dolphin, tuna. When you're targeting these species, live bait is absolutely essential. And it's the team that has the most bait and the healthiest bait that often ends up on top. That means catching and caring for your live bait long before tournament day. And you really have to treat that bait as if it's gold. You know, some of the tips that I can tell you is handle that bait as minimally as possible. You know, when you're scooping baits out of a bait pen into a bait well, scoop them one at a time. You know, it does make a difference. When you put a big bunch of baits in a net, they're flipping around with each other. There are all of those scales and that slime coat are coming off, and that bait is not going to be in optimum condition. So really take care of those baits. A lot of guys feed their baits as if they're their pets almost, okay? And that's a good thing to do as well. If you've got baits penned up, feed them. Feed them a couple of times a week, 3-4 times a week prior to the event. Let them get nice and strong, because when you put them in the water, you want that bait to be as frisky as possible. In addition, it's having a variety of bait. Goggle eyes, thread fins, pilchards, blue runners, sardines. There's a whole wide variety of live baits that are available to local anglers, either to catch or to purchase from their local bait boats. But having a variety is really key, because sometimes the fish are keyed in on one particular type of bait, and certain fish prefer one particular type of bait over another. So having that variety is really important. Also, utilizing and rigging each of those baits the right way at the right time makes all the difference in the world. And I'm telling you, the top teams take all of these measures and they pay attention to all of these things. And that's why you see the top names on the leaderboard event after event. If you don't do it, I assure you, they are.
What do you got going? You see it
Coming
yet?
up here,
You see it?
we got Gene in the stern hooked up, still on that spinner on a nice fish.
Go ahead. Go, go, go.
I got
go,
crushed
go.
on a kite rod here. What's on this one? Get this one up. You come right over me.
You're not
Just
even
work
close
together
to
here. Whatever it was, it crushed that gog on that middle bait. There it is right there. Nice king.
You see it?
Yeah. Nice
What
king.
is it? That is a good king.
Kingosaurus.
That's a good one, dude. Oh, gone? Really?
Oh.
That was bigger than the other one, for sure.
That hurt. Man. Get over here, pal. Get over here. Yeah. There he is. Cobia or a king?
Yeah, it's not
No. It's a king. It's a king. Little snake king. On mono. All right, little kingfish for the smoker. Certainly not a giant one, but just, I mean, look at that awesome coloration on them right there. Fish was in 145 feet, and we got this one right on mono, right in the corner of the mouth right there. Look at that. See if we can get him unhooked. Perfect size for the smoker. Make some fish dip out of this guy. Nice size. All right, there we go. I'll tell you what, guys, we just picked off another king. Not a giant one. This fish is maybe 12, 14 pounds. But I'll tell you what, sometimes that's all that you need to put you on top in one of these meat fish tournaments, is just an extra 10 to 12 pounds. We're out here doing a little bit of pre-fishing today. We certainly had an action-packed day. We caught some nice fish, and unfortunately we lost some nice fish too, but hey, that's the reality of fishing. So, but hopefully you picked up some tips and tricks, and you realize how important it is to cover the entire water column. Get those kite baits up, get those baits on the surface, get some flat lines out, get some deep baits down as well. Fish as many lines as you possibly can. Of course, you don't want a big tangled mess, and sometimes it's better to fish a few less and have a better presentation. So you'll have to make that call depending on your crew and your tackle. Remember to win one of the Chaos rods seen on today's episode. Check us out on Facebook. We'll see you next week.
To learn more about the tactics and techniques seen on today's show, and to subscribe to Florida Sport Fishing Magazine, visit floridasportfishing.com and get hooked up.